Hello students, how are you all? Hope you all are well and stay and safe. See beta, what we have done. This lecture is for class 9. We have done exercise 6.1 up to third question. See beta, chapters we have covered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and exercise 6.1 we have started in the last video. This is the lecture. We will cover whole exercise and then we will try our best to cover the whole chapter, whole exercise, next exercise. If possible, then it's okay. Otherwise, in the next lecture, we will cover. At least 6.1 we will complete in this lecture with the basics of 6.2. Okay? Then see what happens. Okay? Students, be ready with your pen, notebook and book in your hand. Without any delay, I am going to start exercise 6.1. Exercise 6.1, this is for class 9th. See beta, question number 3 we have done. This is the question number 4. See beta, everyone see the statement. What is given here? Here is a figure given. Okay, first we are drawing the figure. Here is a line AB. AB is given like this. And there is any point taken in between AB. From there a ray OC is produced and OD is produced. Okay, no, not worry. And then the name of the angles. The name of the angles are like this: X, Y, Z and W. Okay. These 4 angles are given beta. See beta, this is the figure where AB was line, O was any point, OC and OD were 2 rays. Might be OA and OB are rays. Why? Because here it is that we have to prove that AOB is a line. See, what is given beta? What is given? In the figure, can I write? In the figure, what is given? What is given? X plus Y is equal to what? W plus Z. This is given beta. Figure diya hai, and in the figure, figure is given, and in the figure, this condition is given. Okay. What we have to prove? Here it is given that you have to prove that AOB is a line. AOB is a line. And how can I prove a line? See beta, suppose there is a ray. And I am able to prove that 1 plus 2 is 180. See beta, if 1 plus 2 is 180, definitely AOB will be a line. Yes or no? If this angle and this angle, linear pair angle, sum is 180, it means this is a line. Yes or no? It means this is a line. And we will use this concept. Do not worry. Very simple question is that beta. If you observe AB, AOB, if I am able to prove Z plus W is 180 or Y plus X or X plus Y is 180. This angle plus this angle is 180. It means these angles sum is 180. What does it mean? AOB will be straight line. Done? See, very simple beta, बहुत simple है. It's very simple. See, what is the measure of a complete angle? See beta, there is a point. If we revolve around it, then what will be the complete angle? In the introductory lecture we have discussed, complete angle measure is 360. Okay. Therefore, can I write beta? Very simple language. X plus Y plus Z plus W is 360. Why? Yes or no? Complete angle. Okay? X plus Y, X, Y, Z, W, the whole complete angle is 360. Now see beta, X plus Y is equal to this one. Can I use this like this? Is equal to 360. Yes or no? Why? See beta, X plus Y is equal to Y plus Z. That's why I replace Z plus W with X plus Y. Here Because x plus y is w plus z. This is given. This is given. Yes or no? Now see beta. X plus x, 2x. Y plus y, 2y is equal to 360. From here, 2 common, x plus y is 360. So simple is that. 2 cancels this. What will you get? X plus y is 180 degree. And it was to be proved. See beta, x plus y is 180. That means what sorry, what does that mean? It means AOB is a straight line. AOB is a line. This implies that AOB is a line. Yes or no beta? Done. It was so simple. You just to take the screenshot, then I will re-explain. See beta, you were given a figure where these angles, some of these angles were equal. Okay. Complete angle is 180. X plus y plus z plus w. Complete angle is 180. Z plus w we transformed in terms of x and y. Why? Because these are equal given. That's why x plus y, this is x plus y. 2x, 2y, 360. X plus y, 2 common, 360. X plus y is 180. Therefore, AOB is a line. Why? Because these are like condition according to the figure. Okay, done beta. Now see. Question number 5. Everybody read the statement of question number 5. What is given here? Let me check also what is given. Question number 5. Here it is given a figure. Okay. See beta. A figure is given where PQ is a line. O is any point on PQ. From there, a ray OR is drawn such that this angle is 90 degree. Okay, this angle is 90 degree. See beta, this is the symbol for right angle. This is the symbol for right angle. Okay. And what is given, what is given, what is given, then nothing is given. Okay. OS is another ray. Okay. Now see beta, what we have to prove? What we have to prove? See beta, if you, oh sorry, you have to write given na. Given, what we have to write here, what is given? A figure where angle OQR is 90 degree. Or if you want to give it name, you can give it. But if it is written, then leave it now. Okay, now see. Done. To prove. Now see beta, what is to prove? What is to prove? Angle ROS half of angle QOS minus angle POS. So simple beta. See, I am giving the angle's name. In the introductory lecture, I told you whatever the kind of question beta, you can make it easier when you give the name of the angle alpha in terms of numerals. It makes easier to visualize the angles. See beta, angle ROS. Where is ROS? ROS is there. I am giving this name 1. Okay. It means angle 1 is equal to half of. We have to prove QOS. Where is QOS? QOS. QOS is 1 plus 90. Okay. Write it 1 plus 90. 1 plus 90 minus POS. POS. This is POS. Write it. Okay. Very simple beta. Angle 2. We have to prove it. If you are able to prove this, it means your task is done. Your task is done. Now see beta, when ROS, QOS, you observe these, it becomes little bit complex for a simple student to understand. Okay. That's why I gave the names to the angles. That will help you to visualize it very clearly. Now see beta, proof. So simple proof is that. So simple. See beta. This is a straight line. PQ is a line given. This is 90. What is 1 plus 2? What is 1 plus 2? See beta, can I write from figure we can observe 1 plus 2 is 90. Yes or no? Okay. It can be observed. Therefore, angle 2 is 90 minus angle 1. 90 minus angle 1. Now you see the right hand side. Now you see the right hand side, because here only angle 1 is written. Now you see the right hand side. So simple is that beta. Angle 1 90 minus angle 2. And what is angle 2? Put this value here. All solution done. Now see 1 by 2 angle 1 plus 90 90 minus angle 1. Yes or no? I am writing here beta 1 by 2 angle 1 plus 90. If you open the bracket, minus 90 plus 1. Minus 90 plus 1. Yes or no? Done? 1 by 2. These are cancelled. Angle 1 plus angle 1. 2 angle 1. Done? It will cancel it. What is output? Angle 1, and this is right hand side. Yes or no? Sorry, it is left hand side. Hence proved. Yes or no? It was so simple question. It was given 90 degree. Automatically 1 plus 2 became 90. 1 plus 2 became 90. 1 plus 2 is 90. 2 can be written as 90 minus 1. 2 can be written as 90 minus 1. Now it was our right hand side. We replaced 2 by 1. Why we did this? Because if you observe on the left hand side, only angle 1 is there. It means whichever are the angles this side, we have to transform them in terms of angle 1. That's why we wrote angle 2 as 90 minus angle 1, and it did the rest. Angle 2 was 90 minus 1. We put the value here, minus 90 minus 1. Minus 90 plus 1 it became 90, cancels 90. Angle 1 plus angle 1, 2. Angle 1 divided by 2, 2 cancels 2. Angle 1 is the left hand side. It was to prove. Done beta? It was the simplest way. This is the simplest way to understand a question beta. So that's why I am saying be attentive towards the lecture. Okay? Because many sums, if you observe from any other sources or any other books, different things are different. Questions are, all questions are right, all solutions are accurate. I am not blaming anyone. But see beta, when we are communicating, we can communicate with each other, then we have to watch each other's step so that the better output can be achieved. Okay? Take the screenshot. Done? Now see, question number next. What is question number next? You all read the statement, then I will solve it. Question number 6. 6 is there, na? Our last question is question number 6. See, question number 6. In the given, it is given. Okay, see beta, in question number 6, figure is not given, and it's very good for you. Because beta, in the questions of geometry, when the figure is not given and you draw the figure by yourself, it enhances your visualizing power and observation. As much as you can visualize, you can be better and better mathematician. Okay, that's why I am saying this is good step by NCERT so that students can understand the concepts well. Question number 6. It is given that XYZ is 64 degree. Random angle 64 degree is given. XYZ. 64 is greater than 90 or less than 90 beta? Less than 90, it means it's an acute angle. Try to make an acute angle like this. Okay, this is suppose an acute angle like this. Now what is given? What is the name of the angle is? XYZ. XYZ. And it is given 64 degree. Done beta? Next step. xy is produced. See beta, if it was given yx produced, then we were to produce yx and then. But here it is given xy is produced. It means x, then y, and then produce up to point P. Up to point, take any point P. Up to point P. Okay. Then draw a figure from the given information we have drawn. If ray yq bisects zyp, angle, first you find angle zyp. zyp is here. zyp is here and a ray yq is bisecting it. And a ray yq is bisecting this angle. It is 64. Whatever is the measure of these angles, but these are equal. Can I write these x and x? Yes or no? Can I write these x and x? Okay, done. Why? Because both are equal. Nah? This is given. The ray yq is bisecting. Then, oh, I missed the page. Oh, okay. Then find angle xyq. xyq. Okay. 64 plus x we have to find. And then reflex of qyp. qyp. Reflex of x. So simple. See beta, if you observe given. What is given here? Angle XYZ is 64 degree and angle ZYQ is equal to PYQ. ZYQ is equal to PYQ. We assumed these X. Okay, just only this to find. What is to find here? We are not writing to prove because to prove is not there. Proof is not as there. Here the solution is to find. We have to find the value of angle XYQ and reflex of angle QYP. Reflex of angle QYP. Solution. See beta. Solution. See the solution. Everyone. Angle XYQ we have to find, or you can say XYQ is 64 plus X. Once everyone see 64 plus X is straight angle, yes or no? Directly I am writing beta 64 plus X is 180 Y straight angle. Yes or no? It is so simple. This is a line. Because xy was produced. Okay. 64x plus x is 180. From here, 64 plus 2x is 180. Yes or no? And then see, 2x is equal to 180 minus 64. 2x will be 116. Okay. 180 minus 64. 64 plus 16, 180. Yes. 116. From here, you will get x is 58. Okay. X is 58. Done beta? Sure? Everyone? Now see. X is 58. What are the questions? Number 1 I am writing here. Angle XY. Angle XYQ is equal to 64 plus X. XYQ 64 plus X. Write it 64 plus 58. What it will be? 122. 122 is the answer. It was so simple question beta. Now second is reflex of QYP. Reflex of QYP, or you can say reflex of X. How can we get reflex? By taking the difference from 360? Yes or no? In the introductory lecture, we have discussed that reflex angle is 360 minus the given angle. Reflex of an angle is 360 minus the given angle. Okay, both the questions we have solved, given to find solution. Okay, now see, this was a straight angle. That's why 64 plus x was 180. From here we got x as 58. Then 64 plus x, xyq was asked, that is 122. and then reflex of QYP, that is X. 58's reflex will be 302 because 302 plus 58 is 360. Okay, done beta. See, exercise 6.1 we have completed. You can take the screenshot first. 6.1 we have completed. Now it's our time to move on towards exercise 6.2. Towards exercise 6.2. Okay. 6.2, 6.2, 6.2. Okay, these are the fundas used it. Okay, don't worry, beta. Can I rough it? I think you all have taken the screenshot. See, beta, once we will discuss all the basic concepts used in 6.2. As in my earlier lecture, I have told you with respect to exercise, whatever the terms and fundas are used, we will discuss before starting the exercise, before starting the topic, and then we will go for the exercise. Okay, now see, first of all, I would like to give you the fundamental of, basic of the, tell you the fundamental of the terms which are used in exercise 6.2. See everybody, be ready beta. Suppose these are two lines. These are parallel or not parallel, whatever is the kind. Once we will learn the terms. Suppose these are the two lines given and the third line is there such that which is intersecting these two lines. Okay, see. This line will be called as transversal. I think many of the students who were in CBSE or ICSE all have learned there, leave it. All have learned the term transversal. Transversal is the line which meets given two lines, which intersects given two lines. This is transversal. Okay, beta. Now see, when a transversal is fallen on two lines, then there some angles are formed. Everybody pay attention. Now the terms are coming. Some angles are formed. These are the angles formed. I am giving the name. See beta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These 8 angles are formed here. And these angles are named following some criteria. By following some criteria, I will discuss the criteria and then the naming, and then I will explain how to recognize the specific angle, specific kind of angle. Okay, see, number one type I am discussing here is corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. This is the first term I am using beta, and you all have to be ready. Very simple. I would try my best to explain to recognition of these angles in a very, very desi way. Very simple way beta. See, corresponding angle means, see beta, angles are described on 2-3 criteria. Number one criteria, number one, either the angles are on this or on this side of transversal or on this side. Angles are on this side of transversal or on this side. See beta, on this side angles are 2, 4, 6, 8. On this side 2, 4, 6, 8. Of the transversal, on this side 1, 3, 5, 7. These are the angles. Okay. In the second criteria we use for the naming of the angles. Angles, see beta, these are the lines 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the angles in between the lines. These are the angle in between the one is here, one is here. In between the lines. Above this, below this. Okay, these are called interior angles. And third criteria, Some angles are outside the lines. See beta, 1, 2 above this line, outside, and 7, 8 below this line means outside. 3, 4, 5, 6, these are inside the lines. No? That's why these are interior angles. And 1, 2, 7, 8, these are outside the lines. That's why these are exterior angles. See beta, criteria we use, the angles are on which side of the transversal and on which floor. You can say which floor, inside or outside. See, this is the floor, first top floor. These are the above floor. These are the above the lines. And 3 and 7 below the lines. Use the criteria below the lines. Above the line, below the line. Which side of the transversal? Same side of the transversal, different name. Different side of the transversal, different name. Okay. Slowly you will learn each and everything. Don't worry. First angle, corresponding angle we are learning. Now what is the recognition of corresponding angles? Recognition is beta, same side of transversal, same side of transversal. Okay, then see. Second thing, we see same side. Suppose this is the left hand side. This is the same side. Na? Here how many angles are? 1, 3, 5, 7. Left is the same side. Here 1, 3, 5, 7 angles are there. And same side of transversal. And what is the second criteria? Second criteria for corresponding angles is you can use the same floor. Above the lines or below the lines. Okay, above the lines or below the lines. Above the lines and below the lines. You can say same side, same floor. These are corresponding angles. If you observe, see beta, now see. 1 and 5 are above the lines and on the same side. That's why 1, 5 pair, the pair of angle and 1, 5 is corresponding. In the same way, 3 and 7. 3 and 7. Why? Because 3 and 7 are on the same side of transversal but on below the lines. These are below the lines. Same side, same floor criteria. Okay? Noted beta? Then see. Now if we ask about the right side. If we ask about the right side of transversal. 2, 4, 6, 8 are there. But what is the criteria for corresponding angles? Same side. 2, 4, 6 side. All are on the same side. But same floor should be na. 2 and 6 are on the same floor. Why? 2 and 6 are above the lines. Above the lines. 2 and 6 are above the lines. And 4 and 8 are. 4 and 8 are below the lines. 4 and 8 are below the line. These are the corresponding angles. These are the corresponding angles. Okay, beta? Done? Okay? Done? Once you take the screenshot. Done? Now we are going to discuss different criteria. Different naming of the angle. Corresponding angles we have learned. Now we will discuss alternate angles. Alternate angles. I am roughing this so that you can understand little bit. I can use my marker once again here na, to make you understand things. See beta. Now the next term is alternate angles. Alternate angles. At the name states beta. Corresponding same side. Alternate means different sides. Different sides. First criteria is different sides. Like 1, 4, 1, 6, 1, 8. 1 is with 4, with 6 and 1, 8 is alternate angles. 2 with 1, 3, 5, 6. 1 with 2, 4, 5, 6. Relation is there. Okay. But alternate angles, different side is there. But there is the floor relation is also. Floor relation is also. The angles which are in between the lines are called interior angles, and the angles which are above the lines are called as, outside of the lines is called as exterior angles. See beta, now what I am saying, then after the concept of different sides, the angles are classified into interior and exterior terms. Exterior terms. Different sides and different floors. Different floors. What does it mean? The angles are on the different side and are on the different floor, means inside the line. If one is taken inside the line, another will be outside the line. Or you get it? Oh, sorry. If one is taken above the line, the second will be taken as, sorry for that beta. If one is taken above the line, the second will be taken as below the line. See, I am explaining you right now. Suppose I am taking angle 1. I am taking angle 1. See beta, for angle 1, this, 1, 2, 3, 4. These all 4 angles are alternate angles because different side is there. Now what about floor? Above the line, same floor. Below the line, alternate. But these are vertically opposite angles. Here if we see, 1 is above the line, 6 is also above the line. Criteria is failed. Different floors should be there. 1 is above the line, 8 is outside the line. 1 and 8 is making a pair of alternate exterior angles. See beta, angle 1 is above the line, 8 is outside, below the line and opposite side. If you say, sir, 1 and 4 are also on alternate sides and 1 and 4 are on different floor, why these are not alternate exterior angles? Because these are vertically opposite angles. Okay, only 8 is the option there. 1 and 8 will be corresponding exterior. In the same way, what I am doing, again exterior angle 4. Exterior angles, how many exterior angles are there? 1, 2, 7, 8. Exterior angles are only 4. 1, 2, 7, 8. There will be the relation. 1 is making with 8. In the same way, 2 is making with 7. 2 is making with 7. See, 2 is right side, 7 is left side. This is above the floor, this is below the floor. And both are outside the lines. That's why 2, see beta, I am writing here exterior angles. 1, 2, 7, 8. These 4 are exterior angles. 1, 2, 7, 8. 1, 2, 7, 8 are exterior angles. And 1 and 8 are on alternate sides. 2 and 7 are on alternate sides. That's why these are making these. In the same way, if we see beta, inside the line, how many angles are there? Inside the line, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6. These are interior angles between the lines. But if we observe, 3 and 6 are on alternate sides. 3 and 6 are making a pair. In the same way, 4 and 5 are making the pair. Okay, see beta, 4, 5 are alternate interior angles. 3, 6 are alternate interior angles. 1, 8 alternate exterior angles. 2, 7 alternate exterior angles. Okay beta, note down. Take the screenshot. Done. Alternate concept is different side, different floor. Okay, done. Now next, I am using all the concepts which your exercise will use in this chapter. Okay, 6.2 we are using. Number 3 beta. See, same side, different floor inside the inside the, see beta, 3 and 5. Co-interior angles. Co-interior angles are those angles which are on the same side of the transversal and in between the lines. Okay, these are same side and in between lines. Like 3 and 5 is a pair and 4 and 6 is a pair. 4 and 6 is the pair. 3 and 5 is the pair, 4 and 6 is the pair. Done beta? These are co-interior angles. Now number 4. Co-exterior angles. Co-exterior angles. See beta, co-exterior angles. These are on the same side. Same side but outside the lines. But outside the lines. Like 1 and 7. 1 and 7. 1 and 7 is making the pair of co-exterior angles and 2 and 8 is making the pair of co-exterior angles. Okay beta? Done? Sure? This. Done beta? These are the terms we will use there. And vertically opposite angles are there. 1, 4, 2, 3, 5, 8, 6, 7. Done? Take the screenshot. Now we will move on. Now beta, the terminology we have done about the angles. Now what is new criteria? What is new criteria? See. Suppose these two lines are parallel. Understand this. These two lines are parallel and this is transfer. See beta, line 1 and line 2 are parallel and this is the transversal. In that case, what happens beta? All corresponding angles are equal. All corresponding angles are equal. Okay? See, I am taking time here. Why? So that your grip on the topic is good. That's why I am repeating the things once again and again. Corresponding angles. See beta, corresponding to this. Now again I am giving names randomly so that you can recognize the name. Suppose this is M, N, O, P, A, B, C, D. Okay, I have given the names like this only to make your grip faster. Now see, corresponding angles. P is with C. Same side, same floor, same side, above side. P is equal to C. M is equal to A. P, C, M, A. N, B, O, D. N, B, O, D. Okay beta? In the same way, all alternate angles are equal. See beta, this is the symbol for angles. Angles, okay? Alternate angles are there. What is the alternate for P? P, D. P, D, N, A. P, D, N, A. Interior angles are M, B, C, O. These are interiors. These are exteriors. These will be equal. Okay. Next property of parallel lines. Sum of co-interior and co-exterior angles is 180. The sum of co-interior and co-exterior is also 180. See, M plus C, O plus B. M plus C is 180 and O plus B is 180. These are co-interior, and if we say P plus A is 180 and N plus D is 180, these are co-exterior angles. See beta, this is the property. These are the properties. When L1 and L2 are parallel, the angles formed will behave like this. Okay? All corresponding angles are equal, all alternate interior are equal, and sum of co-interior and co-exterior angles will be 180. Done? Now slowly, when the theorem regarding these will appear, we will solve the theorem, we will prove the theorem, and whatever the question appears, we will solve the question. Do not worry beta, okay? When I am here, no fear, take the screenshot. Done. Now see, without any delay, I am starting exercise 6.2 so that we can relate at least 2-4 questions of the exercise. I have only 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, how many questions are possible, I will try to solve right now, and other questions we will discuss in the next lecture. Okay? Don't worry. Question number 1, 6.2. Without any delay beta, I am starting exercise 6.2. See, 6.2, question number 1. A figure is given, okay, the value of xy, and then show that AB parallel to CD. Okay. See beta, here two lines are given like this. AB and CD. Okay. And the transfer is falling on like this, such that this angle is 50 degree. Okay. This angle is written as x. Done. This angle is written as y. Okay, and this angle is written at 130. So simple is that beta. What we have to prove? We have to find xy, and then we have to prove AB and CD are parallel. See beta, x and y, if x and y are equal, alternate interior angles are equal. See beta, x and y are inside the lines and on alternate sides, therefore alternate interior angles these. If we are able to find x and y, and then we found x and y are equal, because of the property of alternate interior angles are equal, lines will be parallel. Because we have discussed earlier, if lines are parallel, alternate interior angles will be equal. If x and y are equal, then lines are also parallel, vice versa. Done? See, here very frankly, simply you have to write, see beta, y is equal to 130. Y vertically opposite angles. Got it beta? Y and 130 is vertically opposite angles. Now one more thing. X plus 50 is 180. Y linear pair. Yes or no? See beta, this is the straight line. This is the straight line. Therefore, 50 plus x will be 180. From here, x will be 180 minus 50. X will be 130. Value of y we got, value of x we got. Now see. Now, x is equal to y. Why? Because are equal to 130. And these are, can I write? And these are alternate interior angles. See, but I am writing the short form. X is equal to y. X is equal to y. And these are alternate interior angles. Therefore, this implies that AB is parallel to CD. Yes or no? What the property we have learned? Then when two lines are parallel and the transversal is falling on the lines, then alternate interior angles are equal and vice versa. It means if alternate interior angles are equal, then you can say lines are parallel. Lines are parallel. Done beta? Okay, take the screenshot. Okay. Now see question number 3. Sorry, 2. Do not panic beta. Question number 2. See, I am doing little bit faster beta because we have some time foundation, and one student texted me for the last lecture, sir, it was too long, 1 hour and so much. Beta, if you are interested, 5 hours are not enough. Okay, create your interest and try to learn the things. Do not get bored. Make your interest, have fun with the mathematics. This is a so interesting topic here. I can teach 24 hours continuously geometry. I love it. It's your time to make your love with your interest in mathematics. Now see, AB is a line, CD is a line, EF is a line. Then beta, there is a line, transversal for all these three. Okay, this angle is X. Okay, this angle is Y. Okay, this angle is Z. Okay, and what is given here beta? AB is parallel to CD. See beta, AB is parallel to CD and CD is parallel to EF. Okay, and Y ratio Z is 3:7. Done. Find X, Y, Z. We have to find X, Y, Z. If you see beta, question is very simple. AB is parallel to CD. Done. AB is parallel to CD. Okay. And CD is parallel to EF. Can I write AB is parallel to EF? See beta, what I am writing, from these two given conditions, I can write AB is parallel to EF. Okay. Done. Do you remember 5.1 postulates? Sorry, which was that? Axiom. Quantities, some things equal are equal. Things equal to same are equal. Lines parallel to same are parallel. AB is parallel to this, EF is also parallel to this. Both are parallel. Yes or no? Done beta? Now see what I am writing. Y ratio Z is 3:7. I am repeating. Now see beta, how to explain write the question in your notebook. Now see, this is given, therefore AB is parallel to EF. AB is parallel to EF. Now see, once I am rubbing the diagram so that you can understand it well. Now see, lines transversal X and Z are alternate interior angles, yes or no? Yes or no? From here X is equal to Z. Why? Alternate interior angles. Done beta? That's why I made it like this, so that you can understand in a better manner. I roughed it now. This is C, this is D, and this is Y. Okay, now see. What is given? Y ratio Z is 3:7. Y ratio Z is 3:7. Okay. And in place of Z, can I write X? Can I write X? Because Z is equal to X. Y ratio X is 3:7. Okay. Now see beta. Whenever the ratio is there, we can assume the common factor. Okay. Let the common factor be A. I am assuming A because x is already there na. A. Therefore, y is equal to 3a and zx is equal to 7a. Y is equal to 3a because common factor is multiplied with the ratio, antecedent and precedent. Then you will get the actual value. Okay. I am writing here beta. Also, y plus x is 180. Why? Now see beta, y plus x, these are parallel, transversal, co-interior angles. Why? Because these are co-interior angles. Then what is y? 3a. What is this? 7a is equal to 180. 10a is equal to 180. From here a is 18. Yes or no? From here a is 18. Now see, I am writing the answer here. You can understand here. What is y? 3 into 18. That is 54. Okay. What is x? 7 into 18. That is 126. Yes or no? Okay. We got y as 54. This is 126 and it is also 126. Why? Because x and z are equal. Because x and z are equal. You all got my point beta? Done? You can take the screenshot. Once again I am explaining the question. AB was parallel to CD and CD was parallel to EF and the common transversal was there. As AB is parallel to CD and EF is parallel to CD, therefore AB and CD both are parallel. AB and AB and EF both are first and the third both are parallel. X and Z are alternate interior angles, therefore those are also equal. What was given? Y ratio Z is equal to 3 ratio 7. In place of Z, can I write X? Done. Whenever the question of ratio is there, we have to assume a common factor because after cutting the common factor, the ratio was there. Okay. We assumed the common factor as A. Y became 3a, y is equal to 3 into a, x is equal to 7 into a. Now see beta. Y and x, their sum is 180. Why? Because these are co-interior angles and earlier in the lecture we have learned that sum of co-interior angles is 180. Y plus x is 180. 3a plus 7a 180. 10a is 180. A is 18. We got a is 18. What is y? 3a, 3 into a, 318. 3 into 18, 54. 7 into a, 7 into 18, 126. 54, 126 and x is equal to z. This is also 126. Okay beta. Now beta, I got a message from outside. We have to sum of the lecture here. Don't worry. In next lecture we will complete exercise 6.2 and the theoretical part if there is anyone. Then we will move on. Okay. Have a nice day beta. Stay home, stay safe, and one more thing. Please like the videos and give positive comments beta. Please, please, please. It's a humble request to you all. Please like the videos here. Okay? Done.